Yeah, so the Tor box is, we call it the hammer, and we're gonna go through a little bit all the things that you can do with a router like this. So first we will explain what it is, what software it's running, like minimum system requirements. Then we go through Tor and we explain what Tor is, as well as how to use Tor in a safe way. And then we go on to OpenVPN and some extra goodies that it also comes with, and our future plans for it. So the hammer, it stands for Home and Anonymity Multimedia Entertainment Router. So well, we picked this name because Tor is the main concept of it, and Tor is an Old Norse god who used his hammer Mjolnir to fight against the giants in the old mythology. And now he hopefully got back his hammer so he can continue the fight against the giants. So what you need is any high-end home OpenWRT compatible router. This one in particular is running at various 680 megahertz, 128 megs of RAM, and 32 megs of flash. You actually need quite a lot of storage because of the libraries and everything putting in the system.
Basically on this router we installed OpenWRT, which is Linux distribution, and we would Tor, OpenVPN, and a couple of other goodies we have for make your life easier as a router. Basically, like when you plug that router on your network, you've got like total Tor transparency proxy. So it means that every machine on your network will pass through Tor network without any configuration at all. All the config is stored on the router. It's totally painless for every device you connect to the router. It could be wired, it could be wireless. Right now, we don't have like wired connection, so we use wireless to connect to the internet now through the LAN.
Yeah, and what we give is a little bit easier way to configure Tor and to transporting makes it work on any client you connect to it, even iPhones and whatever. But also we have set up a system to use multiple OpenVPN clients for people that want to, for example, stream video from geoblocked or censored websites. It's not to recommend to use Tor network and blow the Tor traffic with McDonald's commercials and whatever. So that's why we also have a very good system for OpenVPN. And then there is some other magic, like you can bridge with the help of OpenVPN and other technologies, you can bridge your LAN to maybe you live in two locations, so you are on the same LAN, but remotely on a bridge on the internet. And also we have some priest-to-priest capabilities.
So, what is Tor? Because maybe some people have not know about it. Tor is basically like a free onion network runs by volunteers. First, it's been designed like for the American Navy, and then like, it's been like left to the public. It's open source, and it allows you to get like much better anonymity over the internet through different layers of encryption. So, yeah, when you're cross-proxying, as I explained a little bit before, you can use like any browser plugins on your desktop, whatever device you connect to the router. And like Vidalia, for example, that blocks Flash, other things. Yeah, so it's way much easier way to connect to Tor as well. I think also when you use Tor, there are some issues. You need to be aware that as soon as you connect to the network, the entry node will know who you are and where you're coming from. The exit nodes will know your destination. They can also perform man-in-the-middle attack. So it can be a little bit dangerous to use Tor, but there are some ways to make it quite secure and reclaim your anonymity on the network.
As you can see, there's cartoon here. Basically, you connect to the Tor box, and the first hop on the Tor network is encrypted, or the red lines is encrypted. So this is the entry node. You will actually know the source, your real IP address. After that, you will do a number of hops on the Tor network that will basically take you around the world. While getting to your exit node. And your exit node, this can be configured to use for a specific country, for example. And or you can, the best way for storing anonymity is to use like any exit node. But from the exit node to the website you're visiting, or whatever server you want to request to find the destination. If this is not a SSL connection, it can perform man-in-the-middle attacks. When you see, and this happens quite a lot, so you Windows users, make sure that the binaries you download and install, that you actually verify them with the MD5 or whatever. Yeah. So, yeah, how to use Tor correctly. To turn your browser in porn mode. This is for tracking cookies and such. And you use HTTPS websites when you can, because it prevents from the man-in-the-middle attacks. But when you do that and you get to a website that hasn't paid the fee for having it signed by BigRoots.ca, you need to verify that certificate. Or if you go to a big website and you get the message, then the exit node is probably trying to mess with you. So be very vigilant with that. And the best way to get around this really is to use VPN over Tor, because then you will connect to your VPN server over the Tor network, meaning that you're already using the certificates and you cannot perform in-the-middle attacks. And also be ethical when using Tor, because it's a very powerful tool, and don't use it for streaming too much video and downloading BitTorrents and stuff like that. Also, if you download BitTorrents,
to increase the chances that it will increase the chances of being localized because you're generating a lot of traffic and it can be traced. So on the web UI we made like for Tor, I don't know, maybe some of you know application or they are trying to regulate a little bit functionalities of it. But we also implemented some custom made things to make your life easier. But you want to visit a Canadian website or that is geo-blocked, you can select the country you're exceeding. So makes you able to visit all geo-blocked content. It's particularly interesting for journalists who are going to dictatorship countries where the internet is censored. They can access all the information they need using Tor.
And also, the services you run on, there's a transmission client. This one will, by default, not be using Tor, so you can control it both on the interface that the client is connected to, along with the user that runs the service. It's basically just IP tables configurations, but it's all set up in a quite nice way. But one interesting thing is with Tor control port. Normally, you telnet to this port and you can do real-time configuration of Tor. We have, with the help of Gar, sitting down there, created a web interface for controlling this, and where it can be really useful is when you're acting as a relay, and while you are idle, you can just share your bandwidth to the Tor network and increase the quality of the whole network. But when you need to use your bandwidth, you easily just take it down to turtle speed, and your relay will be quite slow, and you can use your own bandwidth. The OpenVPN. We have configured a way so you can run multiple OpenVPN clients and use some databases with networks. For example, international websites with some good TV series and stuff on. So basically, you just turn the VPN connections you want, specified by country, and you can enjoy whatever streams you want on any devices. No configuration. It's as long as you connect to the app, will do it for you.
We implemented also for this big fat transmission. I guess my user know about it. Linux user also. It's a bit on client. Makes your life much easier. You just hook up hardware to the router. You can leave it on all night long if you want. It's going to download your favorite TV shows for you.
Or just need distributions.
Yeah, we don't recommend to use that over Tor at all because it slows down the network, as we said, and it increases your risk of being found. As I said before, also when you hook up a drive to the box, that can act as NAS. You can access your video, your audio, MP, Apache. You can also stream it via cloud. You can share it also with your protocol like Sigma and FS, kind of good.
and there's many things that want to implement in this, and also in other devices in the future. So it's a mess to go to the different ports for these different websites, for remote control and transmission, for example, or Eagle Bid, Media Goblin, and some other things we try to implement in it. So we put this in using the Nginx web server, which are very good, it's quite lightweight, and very good reverse proxy capabilities. You can authenticate with your own machine or HTTPS using a client certificate that it actually generate for you the initial setup. So we install that in your browser, and you don't need to remember any passwords or anything, as long as you keep your certificate safe. And you can access everything 443.
So in the future, the way we see it, we like to do an SDK for this box. It's not really for this box in particular. So again, it's for every compatible router with OpenWRT. OpenWRT can run like hundreds of different devices. We just choose this one because it's an high-end router which has enough computing power for the rest.
Yeah, it's like the purpose of working on this project is to let people get an alternative to the cloud services, basically, because I mean you're using Google Docs and whatever. All this information is stored, you have no control over it. You don't know where it will end up, and whose hands, and what will happen in the future. So there is not really a reason to use all this stuff because there's very good open source alternatives. The problem comes when you, first of all, you need to be a geek to set up your server running. It would draw a lot of power, it would be noisy, you have to do some port forwarding and whatever on your normal router. That's why we want to put as much as possible into your home server that runs on basically no power at all. But it's not able to do very much when it comes to transcoding or encoding video or whatever. So what we want to do is use Media Goblin, which is quite cool software, to do the transcoding, encoding, and the heavy work on, for example, other more specified embedded devices for it, along with, or you can be on your desktop or whatever. So this is, now we have Diaspora there, and I mean, it's a quite good alternative to Facebook, because the day when all the Facebook data is leaked, it's going to be very tragic for many people.
So yeah, well, we're a little bit in advance. Yeah, we like to thank all the Cisgreen team for welcoming us here, and for the past week we spent with them. We'd like to thank some friends, Tobozo, Gard, Wiz, Buttplug, and One, for all the support they gave us. We also would like to thank all the open source community without the development that this box wouldn't be possible to realize it. And yeah, I would like to dedicate also a presentation to Crash that I do. And I hope you will enjoy using the Tor box. We will have a workshop a little bit later for people who want to see it working. So So you're more than welcome to come to see me and ask me some questions. So if anybody has questions now,
You show the
yeah. I don't know if we still have time. We have time. Then we're going to continue. So in the screen now, you have like part of the Tor admin interface where you can like select like different interface. You can also, as you said, select the country you want to exit in, and also like the country you want to enter. I'm sorry, I have only one right now because we're coming from Thailand and we use this one. So, ooh, nice. So as you see, now we are exiting the United Kingdom.
to watch a live BBC or something. I don't know if the Olympics started yet. With the time.
So we're gonna try to show you like the BBC player that is geo-drop. You cannot access it in France or in any other. So just take the first video.
Je lève la main, tu vois. La main de la caméra, tu vois. Tu vois? Non?
Après tu te dis les 30 mégas tu descends dans ces 80 fois.
Every time,
Je suis en train de ticker du nez depuis tout à l'heure. Je comprends à moitié ce qu'il raconte, je comprends même rien.
Ah ouais.
Je l'ai vu.
but the network is not very fast now. But yeah, it works.
The reason why web browsing, when you use specific strict text codes, is a bit slow is because you open with many connections, and when you have limited the number of exit nodes to use, it will actually queue up before scanning everything. You can pull down a stream usually quite fast. It also depends on how crowded it is right now, but
Anyway, we should not do that. Streaming over Tor is bad.
Yeah, it's bad.
It's just to show you that it's working fine. Okay. So that's it for us. Does anybody have questions?
I have a question for you because a few years at the DevCon in Las Vegas, a hacker introduced a hacking technique which allowed to capture SSL traffic on the Tor, on an Onion Tor router. What he does, he was using a tool which is scripted in Python, which is SSL strip. And SSL strip removes HTTPS URLs and transform it in HTTP URLs. And then I'd like to know if you integrate this kind of hacker tools in your box. You strip out the HTTPS, but then you will not be on the SSL connection, you know? The attack consists in capturing traffic, remove all HTTPS links with HTTP links, keep in memory which link you remove, and you do the download of the web page instead of letting the user download it directly. So it's a man-in-the-middle attack. And the guy, in order to prove that he could do this, he set up himself, he registered himself as an Onion router, and he was running a SSL strip, which was stripping from source code, HTML source code, all the HTTPS links. And he was able to grab like 150 credit card numbers, email, passwords, and so on. Yeah, it's, you know, when you visit a website on HTTPS, and it's actually loading links that are not on our SSL, you will get a warning. As we said before, it's very important that when you use a tool, that you really keep all those stuff, default settings in the browser. But we'll warn you about that and actually check out what link this is. So it's that's what you need to be careful when using Tor. Yeah. So when you use Tor, don't go on your bank account. That's a wrong idea. As long as everything is over SSL and your bank website is not mixing content from outside the SSL server, it will not be any problem. And you keep your warnings there in the browser. Okay, thank you.